Hi, I'm Donna Visma with Williamson Source, and tonight we're here to give you exclusive first look at Studio Tenn's production of Frost Nixon, and we're actually on stage with one of the major characters of this show, Robert Kiefer, who will be playing Nixon. Is that correct?
That is true.
And so tell us about this. So some people are a little confused. They think it's just going to be you and the character David Frost sitting here the entire time for the play. Is that correct?
No, that would be boring. That would put me to sleep. You don't want a sound check?
No, sir.
Okay. This is the 37th time I have spoken to you from this office, where so many decisions have been made that shape the history of our nation. Others may hate you, but those who hate you don't win unless you hate them. Then you destroy yourself.
So tell me, what is it like playing such an iconic character?
It's the first time I've ever had to do this. And I've been in theater 48 years. And I've never had to play a character that was alive when I was alive, that I saw a great deal of in the news and everything. So I've had to do a lot of research. This is not Rich Little doing an impression of Richard Nixon. This is me creating a character of Richard Nixon in a play.
Thank you, Mr. President. So do I.
No holds barred. No holds barred. Sir. Oh, Miss Cushing, would you like a photograph?
Yes, I'd like that very
No.
much.
There, you can take that to your apartment in New York, and all your liberal friends can use it for a dartboard.
This story is completely different. It's almost a collision of two generations. One who was there, saw it firsthand, and now a new generation who did not. And our younger generation is really a generation of media. And so how do you think they're going to take to seeing this story?
I think they're going to really, really enjoy it. You know, it's funny that you asked that question because I teach college students, and many of them are like, who's Richard Nixon? And certainly don't know who David Frost is. And I'm sure their parents do, or their grandparents, or both. But I think what's so unique about this particular play is it's a great story, even without the historical context or nature of it. I mean, it really does stand alone. What's your name?
Caroline.
David.
Yes, I know. David Frost.
Oh.
I heard an interview with you recently on the radio. You were giving it from the back of your Rolls Royce.
Oh, Bentley.
On the phone.
Oh.
What they said about you was that you seem to define the age we live in.
Really?
You and Vidal Sassoon.
This is not a musical. This is totally different in your whole series. So what was the thought process behind this?
Well, we always do at least one play every season that's not a musical, and usually two if you include Christmas Carol. Christmas Carol has a lot of music in it, and there is some singing of Christmas carols, but it's not a musical per se. And last year I think we did 12 Angry Men, and it went so well, and the response was so overwhelmingly positive that we kind of started having the conversation of, wouldn't it be cool to do another play that has kind of that male heavy testosterone dramatic energy to it, since it seemed to go over so well. And we pride ourselves on converting people who don't think they're theater fans into becoming theater fans, particularly men who think theater is too girly for them. So we want to make sure to give them something. And a lot of those guys came to 12 Angry Men and loved what they saw.
So Studio Tenn has some big news. This is I'm sure it's bittersweet, your last show at the Franklin Theater, and yet you're moving just down the street to the Factory.
Yes, we are. And, we'd like to think that there would be a possibility that someday we could do another show at the Franklin Theater, but we are moving our entire operation to the Factory, starting with next season. And we're really excited about that. We'll be moving our administrative offices there from a 2,100 square foot space that we're in now to a 6,000 square foot space at the Factory. that will house our offices and our rehearsal studios and costume shops. It's going to give us much more space. The idea there is that we would ultimately have a long-term home and a venue there that would be exclusively ours year-round. So it's very exciting.